All right, so I'm Raul, and we have two really amazing guests who made a really awesome film in 360. Um, we have Jazzy and Breauna, and might as well. We're also here in Las Vegas at VR Fest. Um, can you tell us a little bit about the program you're both in? Because this is like at Long Beach State.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a Cal State Long Beach program in visual anthropology. So, people I guess don't know what anthropology is. But anthropology is the study of humans, and visual anthropology is just another way to, I don't know, show that instead of like a written ethnography. It's a visual one that you could see, not have to read, and particularly like in the visual anthropology department working on new media, which is kind of bringing anthropology into the future. I don't know if anything else to add.
Yeah, pretty much. Being an anthropologist, you want people to know like how other groups of people work, and with VR, we're pretty much immersing people into other people's world. So I feel like it's a little bit better of a way to learn visually than to learn like out of a book. Because you're really there in some way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you two got some amazing footage for your video. So it covers car culture in South Central Los Angeles or South LA, and actually I live nearby there anyway. So do you both live in the same area too, or?
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in different parts of South LA, but always South LA has been always.
Yeah, people or people around the world they don't know that we've changed it to South LA, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, part of the whole changing the landscape. I guess is getting rid of the central. But.
Yeah. Did you think so they? I guess we'll talk about the video shortly, but let's talk about that too. So like, do you believe that say like just removing one word like made a real difference in the area, or?
No, not really. I mean, it's still, no matter how they change it, it's still going to be the same city that it's always been. It's still going to have that culture and that vibrancy. So, like, shortening it to South LA or being South Central LA, it's all the same difference to me.
Yeah. I think I agree on, like, I don't know, my side, like, it doesn't make a difference, but with, I don't know, just widespread gentrification, I do believe taking the central out of it makes it a little more tasteful for other people to move into the area because of all the, I don't know, stereotypes and stuff that South Central has. Taking it out changes, I don't know, changes how people view it a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense because I mean, yeah, a lot of people. We know down Crenshaw they're building the train and all that, and then we're seeing all kinds of people moving into the homes like around Lamert Park, and people who just wouldn't. I think they wouldn't have even been there. Maybe even like 5 years ago, they wouldn't even think about buying the houses there, and they're beautiful homes and stuff.
It's a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's even though it has this idea of it being like dangerous and awful, it's actually it's beautiful. That's why people are moving. It's not only because it's a hot spot with the transit and that sort of stuff. It is just a beautiful, vibrant neighborhood that has historic ties to the city.
All right. Well, I think that's a good intro to your video. So you cover car culture in this area. So technically, I think you guys got really great shots. So it's like there's some parts where you're in the street, or actually, do you want to talk about it? Because like you're in cars sometimes, but you're also like just right near as cars are passing by during these different events. Can you kind of tell us about the LA car culture that maybe people might not know who are not from LA?
Yeah, sure. I mean, how this started is I just remember as a little girl seeing all the cars lining up on Crenshaw on Sundays and being like, what is this? You know, like, what's going on? And then you see it in some movies and that sort of stuff. But kind of as I got older, I started to see it less and less. And I was like, you know, what is going on? And it used to be just like a regular thing. And now it's not happening. And I think it was after I came home from college, that's when I started to see like the sideshows more, which is when they like kind of do the tricks and the donuts and I don't know, all the spins and that sort of stuff. And it was just one day I went to one, I was just walking around the neighborhood, and it was a protest for, it was a political protest, and I was like, you know what, this is so important, I think, for people to see that it isn't like a criminal thing, it's a form of like passive protest. In terms of it is like an intergenerational thing that is just morphed into the donuts, that is still happening, but it is an active protest too by bringing a bunch of people together to support each other in such a hard time. I thought that was pretty amazing, and that's how I even got to the cars, and by not just having the donuts, because I mean people show this in like films and commercials, that sort of stuff, but it kind of just like fetishizes it and fantasizes it without like showing the people that are a part of it, and it is like a community, and it's not just like a cool thing just to go see. And that's, I don't know, a problem or just something that happens a lot, or has been happening in South Central, that a lot of people just come to see and leave and don't really, I don't know, understand what's going on. So by having the different shots, kind of, I wanted to vary that view from like an outside person's like, you know, inside. In Breauna here, it was when I got the inside shot after, oh man, filming this was crazy. But she was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this shot.
Working on this project, it really made me realize that this is a lifestyle. It's just not something they do on weekends for fun. Like they like live this. They work on their cars. They go out and they show them off, and I think showing off your car is like a really big statement. They want their car to be seen and heard from the, so I don't know. I just think this project was really dope. I got to meet a lot of beautiful people, and they all are like, they all love each other in some sort of way, and everybody, as she said before, it's a community. It's a really big community.
Yeah, we definitely get that sense, because like not only, I mean, I kind of brought up the technical aspect where you guys were able to get these really cool shots like in the car, outside of the car, but then you also included a lot of really great interviews with people that you had throughout the film, which I think expresses that, where it's like, it's not like how you said, it's like you might see maybe some cell phone video online or whatever, and so you just see the cars or them spinning donuts or whatever, but you're not hearing the people. Like, so with your video, I think you really brought that to life. You brought the culture to life, not just like a flat 2D image like on Instagram, you know, of a car just like, you know, like drifting or spinning donuts and all that. So I think you really brought the whole culture to life.
Yeah, in some ways I feel like it's their video. They're like expressing how they feel about their culture, and we just was there to document it.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the important part, or why I'm like, I don't know, passionate about this project or just future projects, is that, I mean, I've been put in a position to be able to, I don't know, be the funnel to these stories, and I never wanted to tell the story in my words, you know, I wanted it in their words. So even with the interviews, it wasn't like a sit-down interview. We were just kind of hanging out with them all day, and based upon the conversations, and, you know, certain questions were formulated from there, and I did like meet with them and just like let them, I want this to be authentic, you know, I'm not trying to do anything else, but let's, you know, make it for the community and show some positive stuff. And were so supportive, and which was also great, because it is a very male dominated thing. Like there was like, we talked to one female driver, and she was like, there's only like 4 of us, and it's even like the people who documented, like the photographers, videographers, there's like no like females. And so I don't know, I was kind of worried that we would come in and it would be difficult and receive some pushback, but they're like, no, like we support what you're trying to do and the purpose, because ultimately it's for our community. And like Breauna said, with the cars, it's not only they want to be like their cars to be seen, but they want to be heard. And I think that's also just as people and as people of color, you know, we want to be seen and heard, and VR and Bill Not Bought, that was kind of the purpose of it. To do that.
Well, can you tell us how someone could view the movie?
It's still in, I don't know, still needs some edits, I think, with some
Sure,
audio
sure.
edits, but soon, I think we'll put it out on YouTube or, I don't know, another platform, or say like, just stay tuned.
Okay. Well, might as well give a shout out to the VR.tv because they also have a major platform for 360 content, and they've been really supportive for me too. So they just keep improving, like with you can upload like higher resolution videos to their platform as well, and so might as well throw that out there too. I'm sure they'd like to hear the shout out to them, right?
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to VR TV, and I stay on the lookout for Breauna's production company.
Yep. Stay on the lookout for that. Terrestrial Productions.
Yes.
Great.
And then we're coming from that middle child production.
All right. So do you have? Is it? Give us a website, or do you have a website or?
Yeah. I have the website now. You could find me and the content on jazzysaidso.com. So it's JZZYSAIDSO.com, and I'll be uploading more like footage and just other projects I have going on, and just widespread media. Because Breauna to here, we've got some fantastic photos.
Awesome. Breauna, you have your website too?
I don't really have a website, but you can find me on Instagram at
Yeah.
Terrestrial Productions, and that is my Instagram. See me in person. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for speaking with me.
Yeah, thank you.